Hello everyone. So I was thinking about why the Amazon UI does not meet the modern UI standard. As a product designer or UI designer, I feel like this Amazon UI does not look like from something from 2026, or it looks like something from 2000 or 2010. So I was thinking about they are the biggest e-commerce player in the entire world. They have the capability, they have the team. If they want, they can definitely change, or they can definitely improve their UI or the user interface. So I was thinking why they are not doing it. Is there any specific reason? So that's why I was searching and some kind of analyzing their strategy. And the Amazon started at 1995 as one of the as I believe is the first e-commerce platform, and they have the early mover advantage. So they have the early mover advantage, and their logistics, their UX, and their audience are also adapted to this UI. And these are one of these are few of the reasons why Amazon is not changing their UI, as per my research. And I was thinking, like, is it just me who is thinking about their UI, or there are other people's as well? So I found some interesting article, or also some Reddit post about this. Like, if I read it loud, someone from this, like, why Amazon UI is so bad. Let's read his thought. The website genuinely looks like it's stuck in the early 2000s. The typography is horrible, and there isn't a cohesive color scheme. I noticed this is a very few years ago and switched to eBay for this exact reason, but recently ordered something off Amazon, and it just reminded me how bad it is. You would think a billion-dollar company could make a half decent UI. They don't even accept Apple Pay, or the UX is pretty bad too. So, in my opinion, thoughts. So he wanted some thoughts, and somebody here actually portrayed the actual case in a proper way, and this has 207 upvote. So he commented, like, you redesign it and lose 1 to 3% of your sales, if not more. How do you justify that? Also, it probably has hundreds, if not thousands, of features. People are used to it, they don't care about how it looks. So yeah, so that's the thing. If we as a designer, we most of the time we think like uh, how the interface looks is the most important thing in the world. But in business, um, the profit the runs the business. So when something is already giving you profit, there is a saying like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So Amazon has the early mover advantage, and people are already familiar with their website UI. And to be honest, I believe it looks like a bazaar, and the marketplace and the bazaar is something. Everything is there packed, and you search your need. So the information architecture is really good here. Like, from here, it's pretty straightforward. Like, in from the drop down, you see your categories, and you can easily search whatever you are looking for. And there is other options here, like today's just gift cards, and you don't touch it often. So there are Amazon other services as well. So people are often come to the website, and they just search their need, and they find a lot of things. So, and after that, they got the delivery on time, and they pay Amazon. So that's what actually matters. Um, the actual experience, the actual the actual need of your customers. If you can deliver that, you are good to go. But I believe if Amazon was established today, their UI would be more modern if I explore few of the modern UIs. So you will see here, at least the you don't need to change a lot, but at least the typography, the layout can be a lot better. You see there the cards, they don't have even the consistency. So but they are not changing it because it's not affecting their sales. So if there is a huge competitor in their industry and they are a lot better in the UI or other things, and they will definitely change it, I believe. But for now they are not changing the UI because people are already familiar to this, and Amazon is one kind of standard for our for other e-commerce as well. Because if you see, uh I think if you go for Daras or something like that, it also kind of similar thing. And if you go to Flipkart, and you can see the same pattern is here, and they're like everything is packed in the e-commerce. So for the early movers, people adapt to the early movers, and they want to stick to that. So if they change the UI, they might fear that people are not getting familiar with the UI, and it can it can affect their sales. So they can't risk the sales just for the sake of the look. So uh people who are thinking the look matters for Amazon or something, uh, I believe they are uh, they're minority. And people who are actually the customer, they don't care about the looks at all if it doesn't affect uh, their service, or it doesn't affect their goal. So yeah, so that's what I was thinking. And I got a lot of research findings, like the Amazon is one of the pioneers in e-commerce platform for various cases. Like they introduce one tap payment button, and I believe this one is the buy now with one click. This was introduced by Amazon, and it also boosted their sales. So uh the this thing was patented by Amazon, but later it got public, and anyone can use this. But they introduced this one, like you can put your informations earlier, and just by one click you can buy things from Amazon. So they put their focus on this kind of improvements rather than the actual how does it look, the typography, the spacing, and other things. So I believe if they got any competition, they might change that. And if they got some insights from their data that this can improve, the UI improvements can improve their sales, they will definitely change that, because they have the team, they have the logistic. So yeah, so that's one of my thing that I was concerned about, that why they are not changing it. And I think I got my answer. uh yeah, so if I read a few other comments here as well. So someone commented like, UX is not about anecdote, it's about statistics. Once you have the real numbers that matter, and Amazon sure does have them, and then justifies a change, it at present it doesn't. So you are in the minority. So uh their current data, as this person saying, their current the Amazon's current data does not justify the UI change. So yeah, that's the thing. uh yeah, I think I my confusion is cleared, and I might help you if you have the same questions. So yeah, enough talk for today. We'll talk later. Bye bye.